Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Cass. Hello. So a lot of you have discovered my channel through the video that I made about colorism. I'll link it here if you haven't seen it. I get so many comments about how that video is something that you really relate to, and it's something that you're happy that I talked about because not a lot of people talk about it, which is true. I haven't seen a ton of people talk about it, but recently there have been a lot more people that I've seen on Instagram in like the brown community kind of just coming out and talking about it. I've recently got some comments that really pissed me off. It made me super angry because it's something that I feel like will come up more. This conversation is like discussed. And so I wanted to make a video about it because I'm just heated. So I have a friend and her name is Sandhya. She's a Tamil girl like me, and I met up with her because she's doing this really cool project that talks about just like South Indian women and dealing with having darker skin and like the problems that come along with that, and like just experiences and stuff like that that people have. So there's a bunch of girls and we're all doing a series together and we're talking about everything. And when I was asked to be a part of it, I was obviously like super excited because it's something that I'm really, really passionate about. And so I told her yes, and the docuseries will be out pretty soon, sometime early this year, so that's really exciting. But then I posted about it on my Instagram and I kind of gave a background to what the project is and stuff like that. And I got a few comments that really, they were really stupid. And they made me really mad. And so I just like kind of need to rant about it. So that's what this video is about. Before I read this, let me explain colorism to anyone that doesn't really understand what it is. So basically in India, there are the light-skinned Indians and then the dark-skinned Indians. People that are more light-skinned usually live in the north, and people that are more dark-skinned live in the southern part of India. I'm from the southern part of India, and so it's something that I've had to deal with my entire life, and it's something that is like such a casual conversation piece in India. People will bring it up about other people. People will make that observation about you, your child, your friend. Like, you're compared to like movie stars, to models, to like your cousin that's more light-skinned than you. It's this huge problem in India, and I don't think a lot of people realize that it's a problem because it's just so like heavily ingrained in our culture. And it's something I like to talk about a lot because it's not like a mainstream topic to talk about. Okay, I'm just gonna read the comment. Why do light-skinned Desis always do this, LOL? I'm tired of seeing Desis with skin tones considered desirable to South Asians cooting these movements for dark-skinned girls. You always seem to think anyone that isn't white is dark-skinned. Stop centering your whiteness in activism. Y'all are literally taking resources and movements from people who actually have dark skin. Okay. So this was the first comment that was left, and it really had me shook. And this is like the kind of divide that I don't like to see, because this issue is already dividing us. It's already setting like one race of people in two different directions, putting one on a pedestal. So a comment like this, trying to like tell somebody that they aren't brown enough to like have faced discrimination, is honestly like so crazy to me, especially because it's so obvious that like this shows like how much more fucked up it is. Like, Sandhya is like not as dark as me, and that's just a fact. She just isn't. But the fact that she has gone through things that are extremely similar to me shows just like how insane the mindset is in India, where like if you are considered to be like light-skinned, you're still not good enough because your skin is still not white enough. And the fact that this person like did not see this is just like mind-blowing to me. And it also really confused me as to what resources I'm taking away from dark people, because I just think that talking about this issue is like creating a resource within itself. There are so many people that like have messaged me and told me that they didn't even know what colorism was until they watched my video. And that's like insane to me because it's just so like prevalent, like unconsciously in our culture. Oh my god. And then somebody else responded and said, this pic might not capture it the most, but they definitely have dark skin. They don't have the glorified fair skin that people of India worship and pass down to others. They, I'm sure, suffered the same experiences growing up from being given whitening creams to constantly being exposed to only fair and almost white like Indians being portrayed in the film industry, inevitably indoctrinating them to think lighter is always better, and soon indulge in every possible way to achieve that. Who are you to make judgment on their valid experiences? Which was really sweet. I really liked that. It was really nice of her to say all of that. And then the original poster responded back to her, and she said, my frustration is mostly with Sandhya because she is light-skinned. Cass, while isn't light-skinned, also isn't dark. Okay. I am a light-skinned Desi person, and I have had comments made about getting darker, skin lightening creams, etc. And yes, it sucks, but it is nothing compared to what actual dark-skinned Desis go through. How are you going to give dark-skinned girls representation if a light-skinned is leading this fake woke movement? Stop centering yourselves in things you don't face. I don't have a problem with them talking about colorism they face or what they go through, but starting a project based on oppression you don't face is erasure of actual dark-skinned people, and the fact that she's having success on this is just further proof that light skin will always get you a platform and dark-skinned Desis never will. So first of all, bitch, I'm not light-skinned, but I'm not dark-skinned. So I'm not allowed to talk about the discrimination that I faced, the times where I was told that I needed to be lighter to achieve a platform, which I have achieved. First of all. Second of all, I apparently am not dark enough to talk about how my own parents, have told me that I need to put these goddamn fucking creams on my face to become lighter so I'm more desirable to other people. We're gonna pretend that my friends didn't take my arm and compare it to their arm and tell me that I was uglier because I was darker than them. So we're just gonna pretend because I'm not light-skinned but I'm not dark-skinned that just did not happen to me? We're just gonna completely erase that. And so then the girl continues to talk about how me talking about colorism is hurting this whole movement. And the reason I made this video is because I wanted to talk about how it doesn't fucking matter how dark you are. You need to talk about colorism. I've had friends who are more light-skinned than me that have had the same issues with colorism that I have. They're still not light enough for what the society in India wants to promote in their media, in movies, just everything like that. This issue is something that has torn apart our country for just generations, and it needs to stop. And it's not gonna stop if you're gonna start telling people that they aren't dark enough to talk about things, because that's just not the case. Half the reason I love doing what I do is because I know that there are girls that look like me, that follow me, that watch my videos, and that genuinely enjoy watching someone that looks like them. I spent so long not having anyone to watch on YouTube or follow on Instagram that looked like me. I didn't know how to do my own makeup. I didn't know that I could dress a certain way just because I didn't see somebody do it that looked like me. You can't tell someone that they're not dark enough to talk about their own discrimination. That's insane. That's crazy to me. And this isn't the first comment I've ever gotten like this. The comment section of my last colorism video is I mean, I'm not mad. It's frustrating because I want to fix it, and I want to show people why this is so bad, and I want people of every skin tone to talk about this because it affects all of us. I've struggled so much with being a dark-skinned Indian girl, and I just, in the past couple months since I've made that video and since I've talked about it more on my Instagram, it's made me feel better. And it makes me so happy when people message me and they're like, hey, I watched your video and it's something that I've been struggling with for a long time and I didn't know what it was called, but now I know what it's called and I'm glad that somebody's talking about this. And it just, like, it warms my heart because I wish I had that when I was a kid. Don't let people try to silence you and tell you that your experiences are not as valid as theirs. Colorism varies on a very large scale. Obviously, some people have it worse than other people and face more discrimination, but that doesn't mean that there are light-skinned Indians that are not being told that they're still too dark. This video is all over the place, I'm so sorry. I promise I'll have like actual funny videos coming up, so I'm sorry. This has been like weighing on me for so long and I just like needed to get it out there because it was really pissing me off. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video anyway. If you really enjoyed it, you can subscribe to my channel so you don't miss other videos of me incoherently ranting. If you think I'm pretty, you can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter because I'm constantly putting out the looks. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Let me know in the comments if you've faced anything like this or what your thoughts are on colorism. I would be very interested to know, and I'll probably respond to most of you because I don't really do anything during the day, so yeah. Alright, you guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye!